Hello again, History Day students. Going to talk about the process paper today. The process paper is the last piece to the History Day process, and it is really important. It's still a really important process. The thing that this is what we look at as a teacher, we read that tells us how you went through the History Day process and what you've learned. We've been observing how you use your time and how you're meeting deadlines. Now it's time for you to tell us what you think and how you think you did, what you've learned, both about your topic and about researching skills as well too. Take your time and write and really think about what you're saying and what you're writing and explain your process in the next 500 words of the process paper. The process paper itself has, the process paper should be turned in with your History Day project. Okay, the process paper is turned in with your History Day project. Okay, so hopefully you guys can get that done as well too, whether you're shooting for the early bird or the regular due date. The process paper has 3 parts, so you will need to open a separate Google document for the process paper. And again, it has 3 parts. The first part, part A, is your title page. So the very first page is the title page. And on your title page, it should have 4 things. I know I got the number 1 on here twice, but really the first thing it's going to have is the title of your project. What is the title of it? Then it has your name or names. Okay. Next is the age and division. All of you guys are in the junior division. Okay. And then the category depends on what you did. Most of us is going to be an exhibit. Is it an individual exhibit or is it a group exhibit? There may be some of us doing a website. Then your category is individual website. So that third piece there would be junior division, individual exhibit, or junior division, group exhibit, junior division, individual website, depending on what category you chose. The third part to your process, to the title page, is the number of words in your process paper, as well as student-composed words on your exhibit. So again, that's where you're going to put your word count for your student-composed words on your exhibit boards, and you also need to put the word count for your process paper as well too. I will have examples of that posted onto the Google Classroom page here as well too for under process paper. So you can look at some examples of what the title page should look like. You do not need to put your grade on there. You do not need to put your school name on there. You do not need to put your teacher name on there. The only 4 things is the title, your name or names, the age, division, entry category, and the number of words in the process paper, as well as the exhibit on your exhibit. If you are working in a group, all group members or both group members need to complete a process paper. Everybody needs to complete a process paper. Second part to your process paper is the research part. This is the main part. This is the biggest part. This is a 4 to 5 paragraph description of how you went through the process. Answer each of the questions on the back of the sheet in 2 or 3 complete sentences, and the research description will be complete. Okay, so if we jump to the back of the page here, here's where you see the questions that you need to answer. You should write your research description, write it as a rough draft first and then go from there, but answer these questions in at least 2 to 3 complete sentences each. Then take your work, run the sentences through it, and type it out. Reread your work and make adjustments. Again, proofread, spell check, grammar check, all this stuff. It all counts. And we want to do a good job on this. So for your paragraphs, you have it in 2 options here, you guys. So What you could do is you could just write out a paragraph, a good paragraph, answering these 4 questions right here. What is the topic? What's your thesis statement? How did you get the idea for the topic? What kind of project did you decide to make? Why did you choose that? Okay, how did you become involved in History Day? I would not say because Mr. Carlson forced me to. Okay, I would probably say I became involved in History Day because North Branch Area Middle School participates in History Day every year. Therefore, as being part of the 7th grade, I had the opportunity to be involved. Hey, don't tell us that your teacher made you. So you could just write it out paragraph style, or you could just take the question right here as well too, you guys, and put that question right onto your Google Doc, onto that page, maybe bold it, and then enter, indent, and answer the question in 2 to 3 sentences. Then go to the next question, then the next question. Okay, you could do it that way, or you can write it in paragraph, whichever way is easiest for you. So do that for paragraph 1. You do that for your second paragraph here too. That talks about your research and your sources. Kind of ask which ones were the best, which ones were really helped you out the most. And then paragraph 3 as well. Paragraph 3, the last 2 questions are bolded because they are really important. Okay, and that is, how does your project relate to the theme? You need to be able to tell us how your topic relates to the theme, conflict and compromise. And then you need to be able to tell us, why is your topic important to history? Okay, so those are really 2 important, super duper important questions. Make sure you have really good, strong answers for those questions as well too. Part 3, and the last part, is your bibliography. All of us are using EasyBib. As long as you've been using EasyBib, all you need to do for the bibliography is go into your EasyBib and transfer that to a Word or transfer that to a Google Doc and print it out, or copy and paste it onto your process paper. That's it. Okay, to turn it in. All you need is a bibliography. If you are picked to go on to regionals, you will need to complete an annotated bibliography, and we will talk about what an annotated bibliography is with those of you that are chosen to go on to regionals. But for just turning in for credit for me, all you need to do is go on to EasyBib and print out your bibliography, or copy and paste it onto the process paper document that you have here and print it out. Okay? Oops. Sorry, guys. Get rid of that for you. Last piece, once everything is done, again, spell check, spell check, spell check. Grammar check. Use Grammarly. Proofread it multiple times. Have an adult proofread it. Read it out loud to yourself in an empty room. Okay? And make sure that your process paper is in order. The first thing that we should see is the title page. Okay? First part is the title page. Then, after the title page, on a separate page, is your research description. That's part 2. And then on separate pages is part 3. That's your bibliography. You're going to staple those all together, and you're going to turn it in with your project no later than February 9th. And again, last thing I have is everybody needs to do a process paper. Whether you are in a group, all group members need to do them. Everybody needs to do a process paper. Hopefully this is helpful. If you have questions, again, please ask, email, whatever you need to do to find out those answers, and I will get back to you with answers as soon as I can. Good luck.